Hey guys, it's here bringing you another video. Now welcome to another episode of Spectating Challenges. So again, like doing these for the last couple days, and if you guys are enjoying them, that's a bonus. Because you learn a lot from them. You know, these are the best players in the game. It's on EU West, which is known as one of the best servers in the world. This time we're focusing on the Olaf jungle, because again, I don't jungle that much anymore. While they're going for an invade, hits the first Q, which is quite important. Bard does hit his stun though, so he might be able to get away. But I don't jungle much anymore because I don't know, I kind of fell out of it a little while ago. And then the thing with jungle, I actually think jungle is the hardest role to kind of get into and back into because it's so different. There's a jungle path and everything like that. So very aggressive invade is happening, by the way. Meanwhile, there's some damage on the Bard. He is getting caught. He will go down to first blood. Aatrox now getting caught to the Olaf. Remember, Olaf doesn't want to be too low health, but he does benefit in fighting when he's low health. Enemy team nearly getting killed fully. Remember, this is a challenger game. Silas ease over the wall, and they will now potentially try and steal the enemy's red. This will surprise me if they do this, by the way, because the Olaf obviously is the target they want to kill, and they will back out, I think. Or they're going to wait. Wow, okay, this is an interesting twist. So, they're going to start the red. Right now, the enemy team, I don't think 100%, or they might know they're here. I don't know if they know here. So, this is a crazy standoff happening. Who's going to get the red? Again, challenger game, weirdness is happening. Wouldn't be surprised if red team just backs away very soon. If that Swain E hit, maybe they would have gone for it. Remember, Bard doesn't have flash. Someone flashed but made a mistake. They're going to go all in now because, again, they know the enemy team is lacking summoner spells. Smite comes down. Olaf with the axe, level 2 now. Double E hits with the snowball. Olaf going to go a little bit more damage, and Silas will die in the end. Oh my god, what a start for red team. Straight away, Olaf is not basing. He is going so aggressive that he's now counter-jungling. He's staying in the enemy territory and counter-jungling the enemy team. Insane level 1 in this game already. So again, the confidence of an Olaf. Why would he be that confident? Well, one, his team was all there. You'll notice that the Aatrox went top lane a lot quicker than Swain did. So the whole team was there. Olaf loves invading because he's got a Q that does actually a lot of damage, or more than people think, and it slows. He can pick it back up for resets, and also, if you're actually going to have an all-in fight, Olaf likes being low health. He benefits from it. He gets attack speed from being low health. Like, to actually be 100% precise, Olaf attack speed is increased by 1% for each 1% of his missing health. So if he's on 80% missing health, he's got 80% extra attack speed going on. Like, that's insane. Combine that eventually with his W, which he didn't have at level 1, but then he gains lifesteal and more attack speed. It's very hard to beat him. So he's getting his red, so why does he go red to red? To deny the red buff from the Silas. Will this Silas be confident enough to go get Olaf's blue? Unlikely, just in case Olaf was in the area. In a little thingy coming. They needed that E to land. He's going to go for the kill. The red buff hopefully will finish off the kill. Olaf, very low health, has to wait very close. Survives just. He's waiting in the area, I would presume, by the way, to either hit a Q. Meanwhile, the E into the kill that Swain gets it. Assist from Olaf. He was probably trying to wait for his lifesteal because, again, he was really low health. His attack speed would have been crazy, and he would have been, you know, life-stealing like a madman, because, you know, that's kind of what Olaf is. So, yes, Silas, potential mistake by him. He's a lot weaker than the Olaf right now, obviously due to the level 1 invade, and he went for a fight, went for a gank, and he ends up dead too. So, very nice calculated aggression by Olaf. You know, he did a great gank on the Aatrox, unfortunately just missing out on the kill. And then, you know, surviving the small Aatrox gank, and then, this Silas gank, then waiting in a bush. He was staying around just in case he was needed. He didn't just leg it, because by that point he was confident he could have maybe thrown an axe, got the kill. But yeah, now he's going to go. So he's not doing his blue buff. Where is he going now? He's going to go to a Scuttle Crab because he wants to deny the Scuttle Crab. Now, he didn't know that Silas was there, I'm pretty sure. He was just going to get the Scuttle Crab because it's another thing to deny Silas. If he went to do his blue, then Scuttle, the Scuttle might have been dead, so he is prioritizing it. Silas going for a mid lane gank. Corky W's to him. Olaf does get stunned in Victor. He's probably going to go back, and he will most likely follow this Silas. Now, why is he following him? He wants to deny the Silas. There's another Scuttle Crab on this side. He knows that the Silas isn't doing this one, so the Silas is now doing this one. That's what he wants to deny. Like, this is the ultimate, right now, denial of an enemy jungler. He's still in the area. He's warding just to see if Victor's going to come and help. Silas has not killed it, just killed it, so Olaf was a little bit too late to the party. A fight could potentially happen, but the ward he put down does show that Victor's on the way, and now Olaf is potentially a little bit caught. He's going to probably delay his flash until he has to. I'd say he probably should go now. He does get the kill. Oh, he didn't even have flash. But he gets another kill. A 1-for-1 in a tricky situation that he did get surrounded. Isn't too bad. But again, he is going for a denial. And yeah, in relative fact, it was a denial. Yes, he got the Scuttle Crab, but Olaf got a kill. Silas didn't. Silas got an assist. So it's actually not that bad at all. Just to point out, by the way, the runes and all that stuff for Olaf, because some people like to know them. So, we have Conqueror on Olaf, and this is Olaf jungle, remember. I don't know where the camera is going. Aatrox gets to die, but he will go down. So, we've got Conqueror with Triumph, with Alacrity for the attack speed. And Last Stand, because remember, Last Stand, low health, makes you do, was it more damage? And obviously, that's Olaf in a nutshell. And then secondly, he's going Inspiration, Magical Footwear, with Approach Velocity, which you don't see many champions run. A lot of people don't know what it is. But you gain 50% movement speed towards nearby allied champions that are movement impaired. So if someone is getting caught and you're the enemy jungler, it helps you get to your team faster, help them out more. And then finally, he went for a adaptive damage, magic resist, because he knows he's going to be dueling the Silas quite a bit. So continuing the farm, not farming a crazy amount, has to be said. Remember, he hasn't even done his blue buff, which is quite weird. Remember, by full clearing, etc., the second blue buff should be up in like a minute or so, and he hasn't even done the first blue buff. So this is quite unique. Again, very high rating. Aatrox going for an ultimate, does get caught, does now get slowed. So he should be get chain slowed. Now the Swain slows him with the W. Olaf's just going to wait for auto attacks, lands another Q, going to go for it. And under tower now. Swain doesn't finish off the kill. Unfortunately, he does finish it off in the end, and that is a nice gank. Swain obviously a little bit down on XP just because of how the lane is generally going. But overall, another solid gank by Olaf. Everything to me seems is not really a big mistake or anything that he does. The only thing in the back of my mind that is unique is the lack of blue. If you notice on the minimap, the blue X is now missing. It's got counter ganked. It's got counter jungled. Silas has gone to go take that because Olaf never took it. So that's the only thing that makes me kind of like, that's a bit weird. Meanwhile, Karma follows the thing that we saw in the minimap, but a return kill. Both AD carries get one, and Kai'Sa will return to farm. Slight advantage, I'd say, to Kai'Sa because she has more presence in the lane, higher health than the Ezreal, who may have to go back right now. So overall, that is a worth trade for the bot lane. So yeah, Olaf goes finally to his blue buff and now notices it's not a thing. You now can see he's pinging the dragon. So Olaf is one of those type of junglers that can do dragons early because, yeah, the lifesteal, attack speed, everything you're gaining is kind of well suited to it. You'll also notice his jungle item he is ready and building is Warrior. He's not doing Cinderhulk. He is going aggressive Olaf, which is, I think, what you should do. Occasionally you do see someone do very defensive Olaf, basically tank Olaf. I don't really think you're maximizing Olaf at that point. He is the champion, in my opinion. Builds aggressive, goes aggressive with his ultimate. You can't really stop him. He's like a train, and your AD carry isn't safe, or your Victor mid isn't safe, even though he's got his W that normally counters melee champions. You're Olaf. And a lot of the time, aggression with Olaf is sometimes the best defense because you're making people run away from you in the end. So he will just go do a full jungle rotation. You can see the farm deficit is a little bit in the jungle right now, but the gold advantage will definitely be in Olaf's favor. He has 4 assists, Silas has 1. Olaf's got 1 kill, and remember, he's got, I think he got 1 Scuttle Crab, and he also took the dragon. So a definite jungle advantage so far in the Olaf's favor. He's now going for another gank. So again, where should you gank is a big question people always ask, you know, when you're jungling, learning jungle. Silas is below him, by the way, but Aatrox full health nearly flashes in aggressively, going for the auto attack damage. Now against the Silas, you'll notice he's just going to auto attack him, nearly kills him. Swain is nowhere to be seen, unfortunately. So that was a nearly 2v1, which was a little bit sloppy. But yeah, that was fine. If Swain was a little bit wakey, eggs and bakey, who, by the way, was over half health, that would have probably been fine. Silas returning. Teleport, I think, by Corki, coming to help here. They will pick up the Sylas. Sylas being over greedy, you know, going for the Swain. Maybe he obviously didn't expect a teleport from the mid laner, because again, the Corgi was teleporting from the minimap about here. Victor didn't go to stop him, which is a little bit weird. Aatrox now returning to the top lane. Corki has stayed in the top lane, shut down by the Aatrox, and yeah, there's not much people can do. Remember, this is Aatrox of current patch. His reviver's gone. Some people have already aggressive flash by him. He might get this kill. Red buff helping the slow. Corki might have been able to get away there if he actually focused on running away instead of turning. But yeah, literally, I was just about to say, people have said, is Aatrox still good? He just got nerfed, no revive. I will say, it feels weird to me that he doesn't have his revive, personally, because that's always been kind of Aatrox, but he is still ridiculously, dare I say, overpowered. If in the hands of a good player, not much, if anything, beats an Aatrox. So again, returning to top lane for another gank. Swain having a little bit of fight with him. Why will Olaf want this gank? One, we know that Aatrox has used a lot in the last like couple engages. Meanwhile, Swain makes a mistake, dies. Let's see how this goes. So big old Aatrox versus an Olaf. Takes him down, big damage out of the Olaf. And again, even if he was taking at lower health, that's when Olaf gets more dangerous. But he gets his double buffs back, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes over and does the Rift Herald, because we just saw Sylas in the bot side. He might not do it now because he's stopping and this is delaying him, but yeah, he is doing it. This is a bit risky because he's delayed it because he stopped to do a ward. You can see those Sylas right there on the minimap was there, and he escaped that way. So this should be a relatively free Rift. Teleport happening in bot lane, who is the Ezreal. Again, both AD carries taking teleport. Again, there are two of the, I think we mentioned in the Kai'Sa replay we did a few days ago, those are two of the champions that I'm completely fine with taking teleport. It's the other ones that I wouldn't. Because Kai'Sa's got her ultimate for mobility, she's got her E stealth to get away. Meanwhile, big fight is happening while Olaf is just taking the Rift Herald, so it's a 1-for-1 maybe? Oh no, a 1-for-0, Bard dies for nothing, Sylas is returning, Victor from mid lane is coming. Sylas steals rockets, which do a decent amount of damage. Not the most useful, obviously, ultimate to steal, but Sylas obviously upscales a lot of the damage, so that's quite a bit. Olaf heading to his blue buff, and item build-wise now has completed his warrior, is now, I would presume that's going to be a Black Cleaver. Meanwhile, Victor gets a nice kill over to the side. Karma will get the kill. Potentially should have waited and gave it to Olaf because he's a bigger carry, but that's fine. Olaf finally getting his first blue buff of the game, remember, at 12.5 minutes. Very weird. It wouldn't surprise me right now if he goes and ganks bot lane alongside the Karma. He is waiting. Enemy team does have a bit of vision, I believe. They're going for it. Karma probably should have run up a bit quicker. He's going to go on the Bard. He's now going to turn onto the Ezreal and probably chase down. He's got ultimate. Ezreal flashes away. Now it's can he get the Q on the Bard and run down the Bard. Teleport coming in. Unfortunately, his ultimate runs out, but they could continue this. Corki gets the nice pick. They probably should make their way out now because the enemy team is outnumbering them. Yo, just gets caught in the W. Very close. Sylas picks up the kill. Wow, that was very close. But yeah, overall, not bad. Again, if you notice in top lane as well, I wanted to play this. It's Swain, the new Swain, obviously, and Swain just got a solo kill while I think Aatrox was diving. Very aggressive Aatrox. But yeah, I played in mid lane with Phase Rush. He's actually being what looks to be played more in top lane, the new Swain, and he's building Grasp. This one's got Grasp, because why does Swain have Grasp? That's the build, because new Swain is more about healing now than it used to be, and you want to heal more. Meanwhile, Victor potentially has made a positional mistake there. He has to land the rest of the Qs. He misses that one and he backs out of the kill. If that Q landed, that could have potentially been a kill. Swain overstaying in the top side, and the weird thing is both junglers, both Sylas and Olaf. Meanwhile, Swain might get away. Wow, just gets away. Scuttle Crab being done by the Olaf. Sylas is in the area, so you have to be careful. But both junglers are everywhere. So usually junglers have a pattern. Blue buff could become contested, but Aatrox is back alive, so I doubt it. But yeah, generally junglers have a pattern of I like ganking top, I like ganking bot. If you're a jungler right now, think of where you like to gank. It's usually somewhere you like. Both of these junglers are everywhere. Maybe Olaf hasn't been mid lane that much, but yeah, they've been top to bottom of the map. Maybe Sylas has even been even more top to bottom, if I'm honest, than the Olaf. Because Olaf has gone top lane quite a bit, but yeah. Corki dies, which doesn't surprise me. Again, Corki is one of those weird picks to me. He does majority magic damage, but he's still kind of like an AD carry type champion, and I know he's a popular mid laner, which meanwhile a gank coming in, Kai'Sa gets a kill in bot lane. They got to land the slows, they land the first one, Aatrox misses his E, all in, so Aatrox has just decided to fight. Olaf pops his ultimate for the increased attack speed, and he gets popped really quickly. So over-aggression by the Aatrox is punishing him. This is most likely going to be the Rift Herald situation, if I had to guess. No, it's not. He's going to delay it again. He didn't use the Rift Herald. Meanwhile, Sylas gets a kill in bot lane. He didn't use the Rift Herald for any plates, which is a bit surprising. They might push it down now, and they're using it now for the tier 2 in top lane. Aatrox is still dead. They had Sylas vision in bot side, and Olaf, I don't even think is going to continue and help. Victor's come over to help just to see. So that's going to be a bunch of damage. The tower will not be killed in that situation. And that will be that. So again, Olaf's going to go back, buys his Black Cleaver, doesn't wait on the fountain enough for full mana. Again, why does Olaf leave not with full mana, Huz? You see that question all the time. It's because by the time he gets to a jungle camp, his mana is going to be full enough that it doesn't matter. It's the same with health. If you look at the bottom left right now, just above the sponsor slots, he has ready, 3, 2, 1, full mana. Just before he's back in the jungle, timed it perfectly. You don't have to wait for literally 100% health, 100% mana, because by the time you get back into the game, especially that he's got an Ocean Dragon, you're getting regen for free. So you may as well use the regen and get back into the game faster. So a little bit of zoning was happening there. Swain has also come down for the dragon, and they are going to pick it up. Ezreal tries his best. That is the second dragon that the Karma has got, and Olaf actually hasn't got any of them, which is a bit weird. He didn't even smite. I don't think he smited either of them, though, which is a bit weird because I think the dragon does give at least 50 gold. It might even be 100 gold for the execution. So it's nothing that you wouldn't want to have, but maybe this Olaf just doesn't really care about it. So maintaining his farm, you'll notice the farm in the jungle has now swapped because Olaf has, let's be honest, taxed a little bit in the top lane. He ganked top lane a couple times and then taken like a wave helping the Swain push. Be like, oh, I'm just helping you push while I Q the whole wave twice and kill the whole wave and get 6 farm. Oops. So Aatrox dead again. Meanwhile, Bard's getting caught. Now a all-in. That Sylas has stolen Swain ultimate, which is honestly a pretty good ultimate to steal. Because that will be giving him a lot of pop damage, but it won't give him the passive damage because obviously Swain ultimate now scales on how many souls he has throughout the game, and obviously Sylas won't be having those souls. So it's a good ultimate because it's a very big presence, it'll do damage, but it's not like you're not using the whole ultimate. It's the same as that as Sylas stealing a Darius ultimate. You're not stealing the bleed because that's part of Darius's passive, not his ultimate. Alright, teleport flanked potentially by the enemy team. Swain has definitely overstayed in this situation. Probably will find himself dead. So again, still quite a lot of mistakes happening in this game. Dead Swain. But yeah, quite a lot of death. The Aatrox has died 7 times, which is a lot. You can see because of how many deaths the Aatrox has had, his 20 farm lead that he did build up in top lane has melted away. Swain has caught up. And like we spoke about, I believe, in last episode of, you know, X amount of farm per minutes, a lot of people would consider 89 farm, 18 minutes atrocious, terrible, and it's not great, but it's what the Swain could do. He's in a difficult matchup, so Aatrox is very aggressive. He's had a jungler that's helped him, but also a jungler that's taken farm away from him. So yeah, the Swain is below 100 farm at 18 minutes in a challenger game, but it's what he could do. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. Always there's, you know, play better. But it's why those, we mentioned in the last episode, why those, you need X amount of farm at 10 minutes is baloney. It's stupid. All right, so Olaf just going for a full all-in. Oh, does go for the flash, because I was about to say one of the negatives with Olaf ultimate and plants is the blasting plant doesn't affect Olaf in his ultimate. So if you're Olaf and you're trying to get away and you stand on a blasting plant, but you're in ultimate and you pop the blasting plant, you're not going anywhere. You're CC immune. You're knock-up immune, and a blasting plant is a type of knock-up. It's a positive knock-up a lot of the time. But yeah, you'll just stand there like a lemon and be like, oh. But obviously he just flashed after him and bingo bango. Does find an Aatrox, so you can start to see this Olaf is looking to be aggressive. Why? He's very strong. He's even bought a Hex Drinker. Why the Hex Drinker? I hear people in the back asking. Because if you look at the enemy team comp, it's effective versus them. So magic damage Silas, magic damage Victor, hybrid damage Ezreal, magic damage Bard. If I actually look at the thing, it is upon taking magic damage that was equal to 30% health, is... If you go on Aatrox, meanwhile an all-in happening, Swain is just focusing on survival while Olaf gets here. Potentially, everything might be physical damage actually for Aatrox, maybe. Yeah, so Aatrox wouldn't be able to proc his Hex Drinker, but 4 of the enemy team would potentially be able to. So that's another free kill. Aatrox, I don't think has copped on. What the hell is a big Pengu? What? I don't think the Aatrox has copped on to he's going over aggressive, and the Olaf has been, you know, friendly to the Swain, and he's been around to help quite a bit. Anyway, the Bard is running in back into the red team's territory. Silas is over here potentially caught. Bard gets caught now. He's just going to accept the death. Olaf picks it up. Enemy team is on the run right now. Karma gets the latch, but unfortunately doesn't get it. Kai'Sa and Karma flash. Ezreal flashes. Silas gets a nice kill on the Karma. Tanking the towers, the Olaf has his ultimate, does a lot of damage, manages to get out. Kai'Sa gets a double kill for simply a Karma death. And obviously Corki died previously too. There are pings for Baron right now, which, again, Olaf is one of those weird champions that he doesn't have to build tank, but you can do Baron. Why? Because you're going to be taking damage from the Baron, and at the same time, your attack speed is going up, so your DPS your damage output is going up. Meanwhile, the Victor does get over, doesn't get a kill as of yet. Don't know if he's going to get one. Movement speed is quite fast, does pick up one. So the mistake of the red team there, they did Baron when they were in full vision. This is a blue team Scuttle Crab. So if that wasn't there, that might have been a good call, but the enemy team, they knew they were doing it straight away. But yeah, he can do Baron pretty effectively, Olaf. You'll notice again, not leaving base with full health. He has one Ocean Dragon, so if you watch the health at the bottom left, one reason he's going straight away is the dragon. He doesn't want to give dragon priority to the enemy team, and by the time he gets to the dragon, he's going to be probably over 1800 health, and let's be honest, that's probably enough health to just go do the dragon. Olaf's going to lifesteal a little bit. He's going to be taking damage anyway, and what he'll probably try and do, take the dragon and then maybe calm it down for like the next minute or two, and he'll just regen passively over the coming minute or so. He'll do a bit of farming, he'll lifesteal from the Gromp, he'll lifesteal maybe a bit from the Wolves, and yeah, he's at a good enough health. So again, I guess is another lesson for this game is you don't always need to leave full health at 100% health and 100% mana. It's okay. Because I've had it in my comment section literally for years of it. Everyone has, all you LOL YouTubers. So he's actually going to go back. Probably he's got enough money to go spends. Looks like he might be going more around Mortius Rush, which he is. Little bit questionable, because more around Mortius is not a very cost-effective item. For the cost of the item, which is what, about 3,000 gold, maybe just under, rough 2,600, in that kind of range, the actual stats it give is not amazing in comparison to other items in the game. But sometimes when you just want an item, you don't sometimes care about cost effectiveness. Why would he want more? Cooldown reduction is Olaf's best friend, and also the enemy team, as we've said before, is very heavy magic damage. So more obviously giving him a 350 shield is not bad. And obviously when for Olaf especially, the life grip, when the shield passive procs, he's gaining 20 attack damage, spell vamp, and lifesteal, which is all great for Olaf. Spell vamp is when your spells are doing stuff, you heal from your spells. Meanwhile, the enemy team is trying to stop. Olaf going fully onto the Victor. This Victor probably has no chance, and that was with a little bit of sloppy play coming out the Olaf. But the other side of the fight, remember, this is a 4v5. Aatrox is down here alone. Wasn't clean. The fight might continue. Olaf very tempting, I think, to take that tunnel. It backs out a bit. But you can see he might be a little bit obsessed with Baron. Maybe it's hurting them a bit too much because, you know, your team's splitting a little bit when you're doing Baron and you're leaving an Aatrox to do whatever. Oh, no. I think Aatrox wasn't alone. I think he might have killed Swain by himself because I just saw a red skull there. Meanwhile, Bard does die to Olaf. Being a bit sloppy. I think he went over the wall to go clear some wards and found an Olaf, and he does die. Nice axe to finish off the kill. Right now, by the way, Olaf axes are dealing 260 base for being rank 5. And due to the amount of attack damage that Olaf has bought, an extra 160 damage. Olaf Q is doing, like, no joke damage. Like, and remember, with picking those back up, you're dealing, what, 400 roughly damage every few seconds? That's not bad. Aatrox teleporting in, dies straight away. Olaf ultimate procs. Silas goes back in, which he might not have wanted to do. They're going to kill that. Baron is on the table. Remember, the lifesteal is there for Olaf when he presses W, which he's got now. So he's going to lifesteal. He can tank it. But also remember, whoever's tanking the Baron is also dealing 50% less damage to the Baron. So that's why you do generally want tanks to tank the Baron, not your AD carry. Meanwhile, the enemy team does overstay a little bit, gets caught out here or there. I think Swain did a great flank, and the enemy team do get aced. So just to make it clear, while a stunt plane or something's going overhead, Olaf is 10-2-9, great performance. He's been involved in 19 out of the 37 kills, which is, just a 50% kill participation. That's pretty good. But also, Kaiser's had a great performance. Corki's had an interesting performance because he's died quite a lot. Again, I was hinting at it earlier. I don't think I finished my point. Is Corki has an AD carry kind of style, but does more magic damage. I don't like Corki mid. I've played him. I've had fun with him. But you have to remember, well, a lot of mid laners, and this is Victor, who Victor right now is not meta. He's not overpowered. Victor can have a relatively easy time versus Corki because Corki is going to a lane where the champions that go mid are designed to kill his type of champion. Like, the only thing that really helps Corki is his mobility, and he always buys Hex Drinker. That's it. Because, yeah, literally everything in mid, Ahri, anything. Meanwhile, Olaf springing the trap absolutely demolishes the Victor. Obviously, you can't get away from somebody that doesn't care about CC, and when they're very fed, what the hell do? You just run as much as you can. Bard could go down. Olaf doesn't have flash, so he can't get it. He does go for a flank, though. Bard catches his Ezreal, but that could get the Ezreal his Q. Olaf misses his axe. He's going to continue. Hits the slow. Does get the kill. Ezreal's made a mistake, potentially. Pops the Bork, and he will manage to survive. If you notice as well, he does go down. Karma, nice play there with a flash Q play. Olaf's bought a BF sword and a stopwatch. So Olaf is looking to buy Guardian's Angel. Guardian's Angel is obviously... It's a defensive item, but it's also an aggressive item in the same coin. They're just different sides of the coin. Basically, it allows him to go all in. The enemy team will actually take a while to kill him, even if they do kill him. An all-in is happening again. Can't get to him in time. But yeah, you know, this really fed Olaf. He gets to us with... He can't get CC'd, and now he's reviving. You know, that's the crazy thing. But anyway, what a great performance at Olaf. Very aggressive. He ends the game 40 farm up on his opponent. Gold difference 14,000, 10,000, nearly a 4,000 gold lead if you're including the little bits. Very dominant performance, very aggressive, and again a little bit quirky. He ganked top lane a lot. He didn't take his first blue. The level 1 was weird to watch, but that's Olaf. He's aggressive and he likes being low health fighting people. But if you guys did enjoy this, smash the like button on the video. Let me know in the comments what type of champion you want to see. I know Elise is one that was mentioned a few episodes ago. I have looked, in the top players. No one's really playing Elise, so I might have to find an Elise player in Master or something like that. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoy again, like, subscribe, comment down below. See you guys next time. Peace!